Lovelies, welcome back to my channel. I am Diva Messi in case you don't already know, and in today's video we're going to be turning this black wig, we're going to dye it into a red color without using bleach. Alright, you guys have been saying give us color, we want a color tutorial. I decided to go with this very simple tutorial for you guys, and I really hope you enjoy it. Love you. Mwah. So lovelies, the hair we're going to be using today is from KissLove. Alright, it's their 13x4 HD deep wave wig in 26 inches. So it comes with a wig cap and also this lashes inside. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys how this wig is constructed. It comes with 3 wig combs at the back, alright, and also with adjustable straps. So I'm just going to go in and jump into the bleaching of our knots. For bleaching my knots, first thing I do is take my got2b spray and just kind of spray around my hair in the front of my lace so it doesn't get or interfere with when I'm bleaching. Alright, so this is what your wig should look like when you're done spraying that. It should be all laid to the back. So I'm just going to go ahead with my developer and my bleaching powder, mix that together, get my right consistency. Alright, I'm going to show you the kind of consistency you kind of want to get. Alright, so this is the consistency I would prefer you get, something that it's still able to be buttery, like lay properly. Alright, and it's still very thick enough not to go through the lace or seep through the lace. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and rub that in at the back of the wig, first of all, at the back of the lace, because the front is kind of single knotted and the back is double knotted. So I just went in first with the back. I did that for like 20 minutes before I went in with the bleach again in the front. Alright, so this is what it's looking like after it finished bleaching. Pretty, right? So I allowed it a dry and this is what it's looking like. So now we're gonna get into dyeing our wig red. Alright, so that's the main purpose of this tutorial, dyeing our wig red. First thing I did was go in with my got2b spray again on that lace. You want to make sure the got2b spray is all over the lace. Alright, this just kind of creates a barrier for your lace not staining, but even when you do this you just still want to be careful. So I'm just going to go ahead and use my Laurel High color. Alright, this is the color you want to use if you're not using a bleach. Alright, it doesn't involve you using a bleach. All you have to do is mix your dye with your developer and you're good to go. Alright, I'm using a 40 volume developer like I just showed you. Alright, so now I'm just kind of trying to get everything out of the tube. Alright, so the first thing I do is kind of cut off the back of the tube and just press everything out. Then I open the front and press everything out. Alright, make sure you squeeze all your product out of that tube. Alright, every drop counts. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and mix that rouge and magenta, that's red and magenta, together before adding my developer. Guys, see, this is the mistake I made with this wig. If I knew better, I would have added more developer. 1. Number 2, I would have used the measurements, because first thing I did was just went in. I used 4 total of the eye color, but I went in with 2 first of all. So because I went in with 2 and I didn't use a measurement, my developer level and with the first and the second one was different. So it kind of just gave the hair 2 shades, if you know what I mean. So you want to make sure you kind of go in with a measurement to just kind of see what you need and how to go about it. So now I'm just going to go ahead with a nylon bag over my canvas head because I don't want my canvas head to stain. Then the next thing I'll do is take my front and just separate it from the rest of the hair. Okay, then I go in and section my hair again and just kind of section it for the coloring or the dyeing part. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply what we've mixed and just apply it on the wig. So if you see this and you see the other one I'm going to mix later on in this video, you're going to see that one is a lot more thicker and it's a lot more, I don't know, you just see the difference with it. But this works too, but I just preferred if I'd put in more developer. But the thing you have to notice is that the more developer you put, the more the hair is going to lift in color, and the less developer you put, the less the hair is going to lift in color. Alright, so more developer, more color, basically. So now guys, I'm just gonna get into doing my frontal. You want to make sure you're very careful. All right, what I do mostly is I tip the ends of my brush on my bowl and just kind of make sure that I don't have excess dye on it before putting it on the lace, because you don't want that lace to seep through. Even though you've got to be protection around the lace, you still want to be very careful when doing this. All right, so for this part, what I was saying is that the developer I used for this part was not as much as the back, so it didn't process as well as the front. I'm going to show you guys the results it gave wasn't so good or so perfect. It didn't lift as much as I wanted to, so I actually went in again and actually redyed it. But the thing with me is that I actually kept a little bit of dye from the process already, because I just knew there was going to be a correction somewhere. So I kept a little bit of dye so I don't have to run to my local beauty supply store and start looking for dye the next day. So I kept a little bit, which I'm going to show you very soon. So this is what it looks like after I'm done dyeing it. I just went in and kept it in the bag for 3 hours. So after 3 hours, I shampooed, conditioned, and let it air dry, and this is the result I got. I'm not really impressed, or I wasn't really impressed with it. And if you can see clearly, the back looks a bit more reddish than the front. The front is giving more of a brown vibe, and I was like, yo, this is why I saved some. All right, this is why I saved some dye left, and I'm just going to go ahead and use that to brighten the front. So this is the remaining from the dye I was talking about. So I just left some of it, and then I'm just going in with my foil paper, and then I'm just going to place that underneath so it doesn't interfere with the other ones. All right, so you see those black beads that I have on this wig, I actually went in with the dye again and just kind of touched up on them, all right, using the foil paper as a protectant from the other wig. I just kind of went in again, and you see this mixture, guys. You see how thick it is compared to the other one. I don't know if you can see it, because I went in with a lot of developer for this one, a lot of developer. I don't know the measurement because I didn't use the measurement. Very stupid of me, because with the measurement you're kind of assured that they will all process the same and kind of all leave the same, but that's fine. All right, I actually like the way the wig ended up, so I'm not complaining. But this is what I just did, and I didn't even actually spray the front when I was doing this process. I didn't use the got2b barrier or protection, and I still just kind of went in very light-handed, and it came out really well. My lace wasn't stained. I actually just took my time and applied that. So this is what the wig is looking like after plucking and after drying. I let it air dry. I always let my wig air dry, and for the second time I actually left it for an hour 30 minutes, so it kind of just lift, because it has lifted before, so I let it lift a little. So I'm just going to go in and start installing this wig. First of all, I take my alcohol on a cotton pad and just kind of clean where I'm going to place the wig. All right, so I go in with my edges brush and kind of just brush my edges into place. Then I'm just going to go ahead and try and do the bald cap method. All right, I went in with the bald cap method. Okay. So guys, using glue for my wig is something I'm very new to. I'm a very got2b freeze blast spray girl. All right, I really love the spray compared to the glue, but I'm trying to learn how to make my install more flawless and kind of learn how to make it my own hairline, or not just the hairline the wig comes in. I'm trying to make sure that I get my hairline and get it to look as natural as possible. So I'm kind of hopping to the glue side and just kind of trying it out basically. So my install is coming together. So I'm not a professional. I'm still learning how to install basically. I can install a good wig, yes, but I'm learning how to be better, because I really want to be able to lay my hair and lay it perfectly, okay? Okay, so now I'm done with the whole shebang. All right, I'm done with the whole lace cutting and all. So I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of that white cast using my foundation and powder. Alright, so I'm just rubbing that on the white cast, and you can actually see the difference on both sides already, how one side looks like skin and one side is giving the white cast off. So I went in again with baby hairs. Alright, I decided that this look is not going to be complete without some baby hairs, like just some baby hairs here and there, nothing too dramatic, nothing too much. And yeah, it was actually very good with the baby hairs. Like, it actually just gave it a more, I don't know, a more something 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 something. All right, give it something, a beautiful finish in my opinion. I've not perfected how I do my baby hairs yet. I'm getting there, but for now we always just drop a little something something and just let it flow as it comes in. And I went in to do my makeup, and look at this fine girl. Like, when I took the bandage off, I'm like, no, not the bandage. When I took the elastic band off, I'm like, God, this girl is so pretty. This hair is so pretty. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead with my wax stick and kind of just mold that hair to my head. All right, mold it to my head, let it, you know, go in with my hot comb and just let that hair be molded, let it look flawless. Okay, the thing with me, guys, if I must admit, I do not know how to cut a center part if I'm not in front of a standing mirror. It's gonna sound very weird, but I think I kind of got the center of my head in this video. I'm not so sure, but yeah, this is how the wig is looking like when we're done. I'm just going in with water once again and wetting the hair, all right, to kind of just revive those curls. All right, I didn't even think the curls would come back after the procedure I've done, but the curls came back and it was absolutely stunning. This is what it looks like when it's wet. All right, and I'm going to show you what it looks like when it's dried in a second. Let me know which one you prefer. I actually prefer when it's dried than when it's wet. I actually prefer the dry look a lot because it just looks very, very cute. There's just something about the dry look, and it looks more redder when it's dried. So this is the dry look, ladies and gentlemen, and this dry look is giving. It is absolutely giving. I'm in love with how the dry look looks like. So lovelies, this is the final look. This is how the wig came out. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know which other color you want me to try out on this channel, because we're going to be trying more colored hair right here. All right, so lovelies, thank you so much for watching to the end of this video. And if you're watching the end of this video, you already know you're the what? You already know you're the real MVP. I love you, and I'll see you in my next week's tutorial. Bye. Mwah.